Good evening, everyone. Certainly a little bit of an anticlimactic start to the watch-along tonight. I've had some issues with my software. I have some issues with my lighting. I have a lot of issues. I have a lot of issues with my health at the moment as well. I've come down with a terrible cold in just the past 2 days, I would say, since the last stream, I suppose. So I've been feeling very under the weather today. However, I feel like the watch-alongs, I mean, I just restarted. Like, I want to do season 2 immediately, and I just get hit by sickness. It's just worse timing, but it's not too bad just yet. It might get worse, who knows. I don't want it to get worse, of course, but for the moment it is what it is. I have to take it like a champ, exactly. I'm trying to just move a few things. Oh god. There are too many things on my desk. There we go. I need to move that, and now hopefully you can hear me fine. Yeah, you have the Grand Canyon behind me. That is because I'm indeed at my family home over the weekend. Usually I don't like streaming from here during the weekends, but sometimes, like, because we just restarted season 2, I feel like I want to do a consistent level of streams so we can really get into the swing of things with watch-alongs. This will also be the first time ever that I will be drinking tea during a watch-along. Yes. Tea with honey. I've stocked up to just kind of keep my voice together throughout this. The thing that I'm a bit worried about is when we do the voting, because that's obviously a lot of talking for me. So maybe I won't talk as much during the voting, but the thing is, like, when we do the voting, I usually feel like I have to talk because nothing else is going on, and the chat is completely quiet throughout voting usually as well. Like a true Brit, exactly. Got the tea bags out, and you know. And also, like, I know this has nothing to do with the watch-along or anything like that, but just a question, because I always drink milk with, like, always have milk in my tea. Is that weird, or is that what you actually do? Because I don't like tea without milk. I'm weird like that. I am also, maybe it's visible, I don't know, but my forehead is kind of glowing because I'm sweating massively. I'm very cold, but I'm also sweating at the same time. So what if I put these on? At least my neck, I feel like that's better. One thing that I had issue with the stream before actually getting it going, and that's like the reason you heard me cough and stuff, that wasn't intentional. It's because my computer for some reason just has like a feedback from my microphone so that I hear myself when I talk. So I had to find where I could disable that, and I ended up finding the correct place. So now everything should be fine. And I'm not hearing myself. Hopefully you hear me fine. I drink Pepsi Zero in a can. I don't know if that had anything to do about my question. Have you tried Sprite with tea? This is absolutely not. That sounds... Is that like an Italian thing, George? Is that what you do down there? I don't think I've ever drunk tea with a watch-along this time of the evening. It's usually beer or wine. Yeah, I'm definitely not drinking beer or wine tonight. I want to survive, you know. Real tea drinkers drink it without nothing added. Yeah, I'm not a real tea drinker. I never drink tea. Chat is unhinged today. Perhaps I will be as well, who knows. Milk and Honey, that's in 1979. Fair enough, but we're not actually on 1979. Tonight, we're rewatching Eurovision 1957. I've got it prepared. The show is just over an hour long. It's 1 hour and 13 minutes. And we will, of course, have a rather extensive voting session. Hopefully as many of you as possible will join me for that. And you want to participate and contribute with your own opinions. And let's find a winner out of the 10 songs that competed this year. One of them, of course, being the longest ever Eurovision song. The Eurovision nerds all know which that one is, myself included. let's just get the show rolling from Deutsches Fernsehen. And as always, if I'm too loud, if the video's too loud, just let me know. 110 so far, what I'm seeing. Yeah, 110 people have tuned in to listen to me complain about my health. only 10 should be short. Glares in Italy. Exactly. You'll also have to excuse me. Sometimes I will just mute my mic completely because I need to cough. But I think you'd rather have me mute myself than cough straight into the microphone. Yes. Okay. Welcome to Frankfurt, indeed. What's going on? This is of course the first Eurovision year where we actually have the saved footage, video footage. Because last time we watched the first Eurovision, this time we watched the second Eurovision, but the first one where we know, where we can see the full video the way it's intended. And this is of course from a restoration made by, I need to double check this actually, I've linked it in the description, Real Fally, hugely grateful to Real Fally for putting this one together. If you look in the description you can find it on your own, and you can watch the version we're watching here. I've added a recap though, of course, because we need that. Blood needs it anyway.
In allen Ländern wurden die Schlager und Chansons, die Sie heute hören und sehen werden, durch Vorentscheidungen ermittelt. Der Schlager oder das Chanson, welches den ersten Preis davonträgt, wird mit der Plakette des Grand Prix Eurovision geehrt, das das deutsche Fernsehen für diesen Zweck gestiftet hat. Alle Länder haben für diese Konkurrenz ihre Solisten zu uns geschickt, sodass wir heute Abend eigentlich die Elite der europäischen Chansonsänger und Sängerinnen bei uns begrüßen dürfen. Ich darf Ihnen nun das große Tanzorchester des Hessischen Rundfunks vorstellen, das unter seinem Dirigenten Willy Berking spielen wird.
I meant to say usually they always had French hosts, back in the day, but here, today we actually have German, which is refreshing, I would say. Yes, 1957 was hosted in Germany indeed, because Switzerland couldn't really host twice in a row, I mean they could, but they didn't. Swedish and German are kind of similar. Yeah, they are. I can understand a fair bit of German. Do you have lemsip drinks in Sweden? I have no idea what that is, so probably not. Hot lemon drink with painkiller in it. Sounds nice.
Durch Regeln der European Broadcasting Union in Genf genau festgelegt worden. Die Konkurrenz eröffnet Belgien mit dem Lied Straatdeuntje. Der deutsche Titel ist Eine kleine Melodie. In diesem Lied wird eine kleine Melodie gesungen, die jedermann ins Ohr geht, über die Straßen springt und alle Welt erfreut
This is of
und
course a
begeistert.
classic. If you know this song, you know it. If you've never heard this song before, you will remember it. It's time for Bobbejaan to enter stage. This must be before he made Bobbejaan Land, right? Because I think it's that guy. Anyway, Belgium, song number 1. Let's go.
Langs de straten danst er een deuntje en ik blijf even staan. Waar komt toch dat aardige deuntje wel zo ineens vandaan? Het speelt in de bomen, dartelt in de wind. Het is niet te tomen, het wordt al gauw mijn vriend. Langs de straten zweeft er een deuntje, het is of een zonnestraal. Doordringt met dat aardige deuntje tot in het kleinst portaal. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la. Langs de straten danst er een deuntje, het klinkt voor groot en klein. Oh, Wat kan zo'n eenvoudig deuntje al gauw onmisbaar zijn? Het klopt op de ruiten, vraagt laat mij erin. Ik kan het zo fluiten, stemt me goed gezin. Langs de straten zweeft er een deuntje, het volgt mij overal. En ik hoop dat dit aardig deuntje steeds mijn vriend blijven zal. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la.
Yeah, that's the first song. Quite a nice one to open with. I mean, even though we had randomized running orders back then, you know, this is, I think that's a good opener. Just fits that bill. It's uplifting, it's charming, it's cheerful. Show off, okay? Because of the whistling. No, but it's cute. If you know my channel, you know my channel, and you know that I like this one. I think it's a good song. Very
Der
sweet.
luxemburgische Beitrag heißt
Luxembourg up next.
Tant de peine.
Ton de peine.
Auf Deutsch, ich bin so traurig.
So first
Diese
French,
Chanson gibt
first
das
song in
Gefühl
French
und die
coming up
Stimmung
now.
eines jungen
I don't know how
Mädchens
many
wieder,
songs we have in French
das
this
von
year.
ihrem
Maybe
Freund
only
verlassen wurde.
3,
Den Text schrieb
which is kind
Jacques
of low for being
Tabert,
back
die
then.
Musik komponierte
I want
Jean-Pierre
to say there are
Clement.
only 3.
Es dirigiert Willy Berking, Gérard Feugat begleitet am Klavier, es singt Danièle Dupré.
Here comes Danièle. Do the little hair flip, walk down on stage. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Song number 2.
Toi que j'aime, tu m'as fait tant de peine, mais comment effacer le jour passé? Tant de peine, au long des jours je traîne, mendiant au souvenir un peu de toi. Ta voix dans un rêve, je m'en souviens, murmurait sans trêve de mots de rien. Tu étais si tendre ce soir d'été. Comment se défendre de t'écouter? Toi que j'aime, tu m'as fait tant de peine, mais comment effacer le jour passé? Plus personne, et ma vie monotone s'égrène au long des jours sans ton amour. Sans toi je frissonne, cherchant ta main. Dans la nuit d'automne, j'espère en vain. Et pourtant quand même, ma vie en moi me hurle je n'aime que toi. Toi que j'aime, tu m'as fait tant de peine, mais comment effacer le jour passé? Ta voix, tes lèvres emprisonnent ma fièvre, mais comment effacer le jour passé?
She's very expressive with her facial expressions there, particularly towards the end. It's quite a nice little tune. I like the little switch up halfway through as well. It kind of kicks into gear another level there. It's sweet enough. It's an old French tune. It's pleasant enough, I would say. So yeah, of course, the two songs we've heard so far were from countries who participated last year as well, or like in 1956. But welcome, enter the debut of the United Kingdom, our regular null point country. Let's see how many points Patricia can get here tonight with All. That's the song title. It's called All. See a lot of people not really liking the vocal style of this song. I think it's actually kind of neat, you know? I don't know. It's never been a song that really stuck with me, but I mean it's doing something that's a bit different, so I kind of appreciate for that. It's very short though, yeah. And of course Italy is right up next, so Italy will compensate back for the duration there. I really hope that... Did I really say England when she went onto stage? I'm terribly sorry if I did. People said it in the chat. I'm confused because that's just a mess up by me then. I guess my head is getting to me. That was of course the UK. Now it's Italy. The song about a guitar, which is a long one, but it's quite nice, in my opinion anyway.
L'hanno accolta le stesse cose, l'hanno attesa le stesse rose, dolce sogno dagli occhi verdi, è tornata ma troppo tardi per chi aspettò. mano trema sull'accordo, se la musica si perde nell'indifferenza d'uno sguardo, corde della mia chitarra, perché vi fermate, perché non suonate voi sole per me? Ah, com'era dolce questa musica! Ah, e come adesso sembra inutile se non ci ascolterà. Non vi fermate, corde della mia chitarra, suonate per me. Della mia chitarra, perché vi fermate, perché non suonate voi sole per me? Ah, com'era dolce questa musica! Ah, e come adesso sembra inutile se non ci ascolterà. Non vi fermate, corde della mia chitarra, suonate per me. Suonate, suonate, corde della mia chitarra.
It is definitely like a proper journey of a song to get through, and I understand if some people did zone out a bit. I understand if some people were incredibly into it. I like it. I think it's strong, and I obviously love like the atmospheric qualities about it. The guitar work, very neat. Love the dramatic touch of the strings too. Can you imagine though if we had like in modern day someone trying to fake play the guitar playing in this song? I just see the guy from Denmark 99. I just see him in front of me pretending to play all of that. Would be brilliant. Okay. Bob Martin. Wohin, Kleines, Pony. It's time for Austria and their debut in Eurovision. One to remember.
Wohin, kleines Pony, wollen wir reiten? Wohin soll mein Lied uns heut begleiten? Zu deinen Herden, den kleinen Pferden, dort sind die Täler unendlich weit. Wohin, kleines Pony, wollen wir reiten? Wohin soll mein Lied uns heut begleiten? Zur grünen Weide, dort in der Heide, wo ich einst küsste, zur roten Zeit. Heut ist ein Tag nur für uns zwei, und du und ich sind sorgenfrei. Wer sieht die Welt dennoch so schön, so wunderschön, wie wir sie sehen? Wohin, kleines Pony, wollen wir reiten? Mein Lied wird uns beide treu begleiten. Und durch die Felder, die weiten Wälder, klingt's dann im Wind, wie glücklich wir sind. Ist ein Tag nur für uns zwei, und du und ich sind sorgenfrei. Wer sieht die Welt denn noch so schön, so wunderschön, wie wir sie sehen? Wohin, kleines Pony, wollen wir reiten? Mein Lied wird uns beide treu begleiten. Durch die Felder, die weiten Wälder, klingt für uns zwei mein Kiripian.
I do indeed wonder where Bob and his little pony ended up going. It's one for the mysteries, unsolved mysteries of the Eurovision history books. But certainly a very, 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 very kind of fun song back from almost 70 years ago. Definitely one of the more memorable songs from this year, I would say. Also, of course, the song that did end up in last place in real life. I don't think that will happen here. When we did season 1, I'll just spoil this briefly. It did not finish last, I can tell you that much. I actually don't remember what did finish last, but it wasn't this one. Let's see what's next up.
Und nicht alle Gefühle und alle Liebe im Ehealltag verdorren zu lassen. Der Text ist von Willy van Hamet, die Musik von Huus Jansen, es dirigiert Dolf van der Linden, der Violinist ist Sam Neven, es singt Corry Brokken.
Corry Brokken, maybe you might know this one. I think most of you know this one.
Zit niet zo suf met die eeuwige krant. Gaat niet van slaap of verveling. Ben toch je vrouw en ik eet uit je hand, maar ik eet niet van de bedeling. Kijk me niet aan of je denkt, leef je nog? Ben ik nog altijd die vrouw waarmee je destijds, wanneer was dat toch, per se dat avontuurtje hebben wou? Wees nog eens lief, net als toen. Vraag me nog eens om zoen. Breng me weer rozen, sta weer te blozen. Als je me ziet, net als toen. Wees nog eens lief en galant. Vind me weer mooi en charmant. Dan wordt de wereld weer net als vroeger een sprookjesland. Ja, je wordt dik en je haar wordt al grijs, maar je kunt heus nog wel fluiten. Maar je bent soms nog zo'n kind, zo onwijs, nurks en baldadig om beurten. Weet je nog, zeg nu niet nee. Weet je nog dat je toen zei, het gelukkigste paar, dat zijn wij met z'n twee. Mijn liefde, liefste lief, gaat nooit voorbij. Wees nog eens lief, net als toen. Vraag me nog eens een zoen. Breng me weer rozen, sta weer te blozen. Als je me ziet, net als toen. Wees nog eens lief en galant. Vind me weer mooi en charmant. Dan wordt de wereld weer net als vroeger, een sprookjesland. Wees nog eens lief en galant. Vind me weer mooi en charmant. Dan wordt de wereld weer net als vroeger, een sprookjesland.
Oh, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Of course, this was the winner for Eurovision 1957. You all know that. I just love the violin inputs that they scattered throughout the song, and how present they become as well. They really take over the song, and it's done quite well. Really neat balance, and so well performed.
Es heißt
Love it.
Telefon, Telefon.
Telefon, Telefon. It's Germany
Der
up
Text ist
next.
von Ralf Maria Siegel, die
Germany, of
Musik
course,
von
did
Friedrich
fantastically
Mayer,
well
es
in
dirigiert
1956
Willy
in our
Berking.
voting.
Es singt,
I'm not
wie bei
sure
der
if they
deutschen
will do
Vorentscheidung,
equally well
Margot
tonight,
Hielscher.
but maybe they do. This is like the first use of like a proper prop, I think, in Eurovision. If I'm not entirely mistaken. But yeah, it's time for Telefon, Telefon. Welcome, Germany.
Hallo? How do you do? Hallo. Merci beaucoup. So klingt's aus allen Ländern an mein Ohr. Hallo. Grazie, Sissi. Hallo. Nada por me. Mein Herz ist schon vergeben. No, Senor. Telefon, Telefon, wenn dein Ruf erklingt, frag ich mich beim ersten Ton, was er Neues bringt. Telefon, Telefon, still vergeht die Zeit. Lange, lange wart ich schon, gestern so wie heut. Du kennst meine große Sehnsucht nach dem Schönsten dieser Welt, dass mein Herz und meine Seele Tag und Nacht in Atem hält. Telefon, Telefon, lang war wann werde ich zum Lohn endlich glücklich sein? Hallo? Endlich, Cherie. Hallo. Was morgen früh? Sag, warum kommst du nicht mehr heute nach? Hallo. Häng noch nicht ein. Hallo. Ich bin allein und hab den ganzen Tag an dich gedacht. Telefon, Telefon, wenn dein Ruf erklingt, frag ich mich beim ersten Ton, was er Neues bringt. Telefon, Telefon, still vergeht die Zeit. Lange, lange wart ich schon, gestern so wie heut. Du kennst meine große Sehnsucht nach dem Schönsten dieser Welt, dass mein Herz und meine Seele Tag und Nacht den Atem hält. Telefon, Telefon, lang war ich allein. Sag, wann werde ich zum Lohn endlich glücklich sein? Jetzt kann ich nicht mehr sprechen, mein Lied ist aus. Au revoir, bonsoir.
Au revoir indeed. If I'm like, my German is obviously not the best, but I think she ended the song with like, hello, hello, I can't talk to you now, my song just ended. I feel like that's what she said. How cheeky. But you know, it's definitely a song that's, you know, just kind of playing into its own gimmick. And if you're into that, then you'll love it. France up next, the second song in French this year. There's of course one more, which will end the show, I believe. So there are 3 songs to go, and 2 of them are in French. We haven't had that much French though, so it kind of feels, maybe, I wouldn't say refreshing, because that's a stretch, but I think La Belle Amour, is that the name of the next song?
Es dirigiert als Gast Paule Durand. Es singt Paule Desjardins.
Paule Desjardins. Isn't that like Desjardins? Isn't that like a character from Les Miserables? Probably not. Anyway, whatever. France up next, song number 8.
Si vous aimez la nature, les lilas, les petits oiseaux, le muscadet, la friture et la belle aventure, suivez le bord de l'eau. Vous verrez une guinguette où vous pourrez vous griser au flonflon d'un bal-musette, des yeux clairs de Lisette, afin de décider dans un baiser de tout oser. Comme l'eau à la fontaine, cette chanson, c'est la chanson que filles et garçons chantent chacun à sa façon. Elle sera la chose est certaine dans tous les cœurs, et pour toujours la chanson de la belle amour. Redonnons-la sous les lilas, et l'on-la par-ci par-là. C'est la belle amour, la belle amour. Cependant, voici l'automne, la guinguette au bol éclos. N'a plus d'amoureux, personne ne vient quand l'heure sonne rêver au bord de l'eau. C'est le bal des feuilles mortes qui dansent sur les graviers et qui tournent de porte en porte et qui viennent monotones rêver par milliers. En attendant, quoi, le printemps? C'est la chanson, la jolie chanson d'amour dans tous les cœurs. Regardons-la sous les lilas, élons-nous-la par-ci par-là. C'est la belle amour, c'est la belle amour, la belle amour.
I have a feeling like the camera never panned from her face throughout the entire song. Or was I mistaken? Feels like it was like, you know, just one camera throughout the entire thing. Just focused entirely on her, even during like instrumental parts and stuff. Quite intriguing. Maybe the first year of the intentional camera work, what do I know?
Der dänische Beitrag, der als
But yeah,
nächster
La
vorgestellt
Belle
werden
Amour,
soll,
quite
heißt
a French ballad with a little bit of different
Deutsch,
parts
das Schiff
scattered in
muss
it. Some
heute
parts are
Nacht
very
noch
mysterious,
segeln.
some parts are just
In
very
diesem Lied wird der Abschied
mellow
eines Seemanns
and-
am Kai vor der Abfahrt seines Schiffes geschildert.
I think someone
Zwei
wrote that
sich
they finished in the
Liebende
top 3. I
müssen
didn't
sich
remember that
trennen.
actually.
Der Text
Like the
ist von
real life
Paul
results
Sørensen, die Musik
for
von Eric Queen, es
1957
dirigiert
isn't
als
something that's
Gast
stuck in here.
Mortensen
However,
und es
the
singen
next song,
Birthe Wilke
I
und
know a
Gustav
lot
Winckler.
about Birthe and Gustav here with Skiveske Seilerad. Yeah, it's from Denmark. Song number 9.
Hilda min tøs, og hold dig nu kæft. Jeg tilstår mit hjerte, giver ligesom et stik, imens jeg kysser dig nu. Jeg elsker dig du, men skibet skal sejle i nat.
Men skibet skal sejle i nat. Vi mødtes i sjov, vi sværmede lidt. Men det der var let sind blev alvor med et. Og du blev alting for mig. Nu er det kun dig. Men skibet skal sejle i nat.
Ja, skibet skal sejle i nat. Vi lægger en plan, vi drømmer en drøm. Vi kæmper os fremad, trods modvind og strøm. Men det vi ønsker så helt, så ser vi med et, at skibet skal sejle i nat. Ja, skibet skal sejle i nat.
Aften i nymånens tegn. To står i mørket på kajen.
Piger og mand, en fra sø,
En fra land.
alting er sagt, nu står de der kun.
I tavshed.
Til sidst siger hun,
Farvel da min ven. Pas godt på dig selv. Jeg synes du har været så fin og reel.
og jeg vil være dig tro. Mit liv bliver os to, men skibet skal sejle i nat.
Men skibet skal sejle i nat. En skønt jeg er din. Med sjæl og med krop.
Og nu kan jeg larme og sætte mig op mod det jeg ved der skal ske. Og græde og bede, men skibet skal sejle i nat.
Men skibet skal sejle i nat på en gang går verden i stå.
Man hører signalklokken slå.
Ens håb ligger knust.
Hvert eneste et. Vi mennesker bestemmer så let. Den lykke vi tror er fast og solid. Den er kun på landlov på ubestemt tid. For alt vi ejer skal bort. Vi tror det er vort. Men skibet skal sejle i land. Ja, skibet skal sejle i land.
The kiss was longer than I remember. I mean, get a room. Don't we all just want to be loved, man? Like, you know, it's I find it very romantic, like as a song altogether. It's sweet. It's very
Die
sweet.
Schweiz hat ihren Beitrag
It
L'enfant que
hits somewhere,
j'étais,
I guess.
zu Deutsch
12 seconds?
das
Did you
Kind,
really
das
count
ich
it?
war, genannt. In diesem
18 plus
Chanson
content,
erinnert
can't wait
sich
for the
eine
stream
Frau
to be
ihrer
blocked.
Kindheit und vergleicht alle Kindheitswünsche und Träume mit ihrem wirklichen
Fingers crossed.
Schicksal.
We only
Der
have one
Text
song
ist
left, of
von
course,
Emil Gardas,
so if it gets
die
blocked,
Musik
we'll miss
von
out on
Geo
Switzerland, but I
Humar.
think we'll be good.
Es dirigiert
Lys
Willy
Assia
Berking,
is back.
Es singt Lys Assia.
It wasn't really that long ago we last saw her, but she's here. And she's here to get revenge after we placed her, I think, 7th 2 nights ago. Let's see if she can do better tonight.
L'enfant que j'étais, où joue-t-il aujourd'hui? Les fleurs que j'aimais, qui me les accueillit? Mon cœur, te souviens-tu? Les robes blanches sur le chemin perdu de nos dimanches. Des mots pour chanter, un visage d'ami, des nuits pour rêver. J'étais riche à l'envie quand le cœur aux aguets, la mèche folle s'en allait à l'école. L'enfant que j'étais, le temps d'un hiver, la ride prend le temps d'un amour et l'on devient grand. Il en a coulé de l'eau sous les ponts, rêves oubliés au fil des saisons. Le temps d'un sourire, honnête amoureux, le temps de mentir, déjà l'on est vieux. L'enfant que j'étais, où s'est-il égaré? Les fleurs que j'aimais, qui me les a fanées. Mon cœur, te souviens-tu de nos promesses? La vie n'a pas voulu de ta tendresse. Des mots pour aimer, des espoirs et des nuits, mensonges dorés aguets, l'amour en tête s'en allait à la fête. L'enfant que j'étais. L'amour en tête s'en allait à la fête. L'enfant que j'étais.
And that was that, the last song from 1957. We have now listened to 24 the 24 first songs of Eurovision this week in our watchalongs. Now, of course, the voting will open. I think Darren's opening it right as I speak here. The recap will first start, however, so you can stick around here and pay attention to the recap before you want to cast your vote. I've already cast my votes, but voting should be open any second now. And yeah, let's give it over to the recap and select which songs your favorites are. You vote for 7 songs.
Langs de straten zweeft een deuntje, het is of een zonnestraal. Doordringt met dat aardige deuntje tot in het kleinst portaal.
Sans rêve de mots de rien, tu étais si tendre ce soir d'été. Comment se défendre de t'écouter? Toi que j'aime, tu m'as fait tant de peine.
Corde della mia chitarra, perché vi fermate, perché non suonate voi sole per me? Ah, com'era dolce questa musica! Heide, wo ich einst küsste, zur Rosenzeit. Heut ist ein Tag nur für uns zwei, und du und ich sind sorgenfrei. Wer sieht die Welt dennoch so schön, so wunderschön?
Nog eens lief, net als toen. Vraag me nog eens om een zoen. Breng me weer rozen, sta weer te blozen. Als je me ziet, net als toen. Ist meine große Sehnsucht nach dem Schönsten dieser Welt, dass mein Herz und meine Seele Tag und Nacht in Atem hält. Telefon, Telefon, lang war ich. Cependant, voici l'automne, la guinguette au bol éclos, n'a plus d'amoureux personne. ne vient quand l'heure sonne rêver au bord de l'eau. C'est le bal des feuilles mortes qui dansent sur les graviers et qui tournent de tout en porte et qui viennent monotones rêver par...
Bestimmt Ziel, bald wie Eiers kaputt, wie vor der Wort, wenn's Liebes Gaseile hinein. Ja, Liebes Gaseile hinein.
J'étais riche à l'envie quand le cœur aux aguets, la mèche folle s'en allait à l'école. L'enfant.
Alright, that was the recap. I just saw the question from you, Gemstone. I'll just pause this super quick. I just saw your question. You need to join the Discord server if you want to vote. Getting Discord, if you don't have Discord, is completely free, so that's no problem. But the link to voting is on Discord, basically. So, yeah, get on there if you want to join and if you want to vote. It's completely free. People are pretty nice on the server as well. And anyone would like to help you out in getting you to the voting link. That would be nice. Alright. Thank you for the recap. Vote sent. My pleasure. I'm not sure. Let me double check. Oh, this is a very discreet. How discreet he was in placing the chairs there. Let me just double check. You have 17 minutes to vote, so plenty of time. No rush. Make sure that you're satisfied with the votes.
In jedem Land hat insgesamt nur 10 Punkte zu vergeben.
This
Also
looks
jedes
very
Mitglied nur
formal and
einen
correct.
einzigen Punkt für die gesamte Konkurrenz. Das Land, welches die meisten Punkte auf seinen Beitrag
Telefon
bekommt,
time,
hat natürlich
yes.
gewonnen.
They
Jedes
stole the
Land
German
ist aber auch
props.
verpflichtet,
Exactly.
sich bei der Darbietung seiner eigenen Interpreten der Stimme zu enthalten.
You
Die
can still vote,
Reihenfolge
Gene.
der
If you know
Abstimmung
the songs, you can still
ist die
vote.
umgekehrte Reihenfolge jetzt.
Or super quickly catch up.
Also
You have
ich rufe
17
die
minutes.
Schweiz zuerst an, das ist Nummer 10, denn sie war zum
Geography
Schluss
lessons.
dran.
Yes, we can see
Und muss sich also
Italian
bei ihrem
is
eigenen
on the
Chanson
map.
der Stimme enthalten.
Other than that, not a lot of geography lesson.
Wollen Sie versuchen, die Verbindung, wird eine Verbindung...
Is there really? Wait. Oh God. What was that? Is there really no interval like this here? Are we just getting straight to the voting? I mean, since the voting... Oh, sorry. Oh. Since the... sorry. Since the voting is open for more than 15 more minutes, I guess we'll just keep watching the show. How much is left of the show? Like 20 minutes. So let's just keep watching it until the... I guess we'll see the real-life voting. Do we watch the actual voting? I guess we do if they start that here.
Hallo?
Hallo?
Basel? Guten Abend,
Was
Basel.
es Neue
Bitte bestimmen Sie.
bringt?
Ja,
Can't hear you, mate.
Nummer 6. Ja,
Can you put yourself on speakerphone, mate?
7 Stimmen. Also
7
Chanson Nummer
points.
6,
Wait, how
7
does the
Stimmen.
voting system this year work?
Chanson Nummer 6.
I have no idea.
Ja,
The Netherlands got 7 points from someone.
Chanson Nummer 3. Ja,
England.
2 Stimmen. Chanson Nummer 3.
The UK got 2 points.
Bitte.
This voting is hilarious.
Chanson Nummer 1. Wie viel? Ja, eine
Belgium
Stimme.
got 1
Chanson
point.
Nummer 1, eine Stimme.
We can't even see
Bitte?
it because it's blurred out.
Danke vielmals.
They've done? Okay.
Jetzt kommt Dänemark, Kopenhagen.
They had 10 points to allocate.
Hallo,
Okay.
Kopenhagen.
Denmark next to vote then.
Hallo, Kopenhagen. Hallo.
Ja,
Hallo, Kopenhagen.
verfahren.
Guten Abend, Kopenhagen. Bitte, möchten Sie mir sagen, wie Sie gestimmt haben?
Ja, wir haben gestimmt.
Bitte?
Ja.
Ja, möchten Sie mir bitte Ihre Stimmenanzahl sagen? Die Punkte?
I'm loving this.
Ja. It is a Danish jury here.
Yes,
do you
Danish
speak
jury.
English?
Do you speak English?
Yes, it's alright.
Do you
Please?
speak English?
The Danish
He's from
jury
Denmark, of
decided
course he
3
does.
votes for
But he's
Holland.
better at speaking potato.
Number 6.
3 für Nummer 6.
Yeah.
3 points for Netherlands.
Yes, it's alright.
Giving points to
2
your
votes
rivals.
for Belgium, number 1.
2 für Belgien Nummer 1.
2 points to Belgium.
Yes.
Okay.
2
And
votes for France.
2 points to
how much?
France.
2.
2 für Frankreich. Nummer 8, 2 Punkte.
Dabei.
2 Punkte, ja.
Yeah.
And
And 2 votes for Switzerland.
2
für
points
die
for
Schweiz
Switzerland.
2.
It's just like the no wait, it's not random order. It's like from the most amount of points you give until
That's
the
all.
And 1
least.
vote for Italy.
Yeah, 1 vote for Italy.
1 vote for Italy, number 4.
Eine für Italien Nummer 4.
Yeah.
Chanson Nummer 4, einen Punkt.
Yeah. Thank you.
Danes
That's
are
all.
getting all the
It's
roasts
all.
on National
Thank
Day
you.
of Sweden.
Evening.
The thing is, like, the ironic
Jetzt
thing
kommt
would be, what if
Frankreich.
Denmark wins
Nummer
our
8.
voting tonight?
Paris?
They would win on the Swedish
Allô,
national
Paris?
holiday.
Allô Paris?
That just can't happen, can it?
Oui, Paris. Bonsoir Paris.
Bonsoir, Paris.
Bonsoir Paris.
Can we speak English, please?
Très simple.
Of course
Oui.
not.
10 voix qui composent ce jury. Il y a 6 voix pour la chanson allemande, la chanson numéro 7.
Did you
6
say...
für Nummer 7 für Deutschland, 6 Punkte.
Yeah,
Oui.
you did say Allemand, yeah.
Pardon, s'il vous
6
plaît,
points
pas
to
trop vite
Germany.
parce qu'on ne peut pas suivre.
Huh.
Alors, c'est
I made it this time. How much did I
l'Allemagne,
miss?
ce sont 6
Pretty much
points.
everything, Exire, but you can still
Très
vote.
bien.
Et il y a 4 voix pour la chanson des Pays-Bas numéro 6.
4 Stimmen für Nummer 6.
Chanson Nummer 6, 4 Punkte.
Ja. C'est tout. Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir.
Sweden still don't participate yet, so I don't know if it
Merci.
counts or not.
Bonsoir.
Yeah, they start
Bonsoir.
participating in the next Watchalong. 58
Jetzt kommt
is the first
Frankfurt.
Sweden year.
Nummer 7, Deutschland. Hallo, Frankfurt? Hallo? Ich glaube, die sprechen aber doch Deutsch.
This is quite the voting session.
Hallo,
We need to bring
Frankfurt?
back this system
Hallo, Frankfurt, bitte. Wie
and
stimmen
this
Sie?
connection quality.
Ja. Chanson Nummer
Speaking on hands-free, this guy.
6 Punkte.
Chanson Nummer 8, 6 Punkte.
How can she
Ja,
hear that?
Bitte, weiter. Ja. Chanson Nummer 1. Wie
It's like
viel
he's
bitte?
sitting in a freaking submarine or
Punkte.
something. What is
Chanson
this?
Nummer 1, 2 Punkte.
How can she hear him?
Chanson Nummer 6.
She couldn't hear the Danish guy at all, but this
Chanson
guy.
Nummer 6, 1 Punkt.
Speaking into freaking aluminium foil,
Chanson
this
Nummer
dude.
10, 1 Punkt.
Chanson Nummer 10, 1 Punkt.
My ears, man.
Danke vielmals. Guten Abend.
I
Jetzt kommt
caught none of that.
Niederlande.
None of it.
Büsum. Hallo? Hallo, Büsum?
Hallo?
Hallo?
Ja, this is Holland hier.
This
Ja,
is Holland
guten
here.
Abend.
Entscheidung ist folgende.
Ja, bitte.
Für Land Nummer 9,
Land Nummer 9.
5 Punkte.
Very
5
good.
Punkte.
They don't have a
Chanson
name.
Nummer
They're just
9,
called
5
Country
Punkte.
9. That's the new name for Denmark. I will start
Yeah.
calling them Country 9
Italien 2
instead.
Punkte. Nummer 4, 2 Punkte.
Chanson 4, 2 Punkte.
Ja, bitte.
Nummer 3,
Nummer 3.
1 Punkt.
Ein
When are we
Punkt.
getting some points to
Chanson Nummer 3,
Austria?
einen Punkt.
Come on.
Chanson Nummer 5,
Nummer 5,
1
Chanson.
Punkt.
Ein Punkt.
Chanson Nummer 5, 1 Punkt.
Uh-huh.
Und Chanson Nummer 8,
Chanson Nummer 8.
1 Punkt.
Ein Punkt. Ich danke
Austria got
schön.
1 point
Auf
from
Wiedersehen.
Netherlands. Very nice. Very
Hallo?
nice.
Jetzt kommt Wien. Hallo? Wien?
Hallo, Wien.
Hallo, Wien?
Hallo?
Hallo, Wien?
Hallo.
Ja, hier ist das Fernsehstudio Wien, das österreichische.
Ah, sehr
Guten
gut.
Abend,
Ein
Wien.
bisschen
Bitte
Deutsch.
könnten
Jawohl.
Sie mir sagen, wie Sie gestimmt haben?
Ich freue mich.
Die Jury hat folgende Entscheidung gefällt.
Bitte?
Chanson Nummer 6, Niederlande, 6 Punkte.
Chanson Nummer 6, 6
Netherlands are
Punkte.
kind of running away with this, aren't they?
Chanson Nummer 2, Luxemburg, 3 Punkte.
Oh, it's the
Chanson
first
Nummer
points to
2,
Luxembourg
3
as well.
Punkte.
Everyone's gotten
Chanson
points
3
now.
Punkte.
Chanson Nummer
Bloody
3,
neighbor voting.
Daniel, einen Punkt.
England, einen Punkt.
Chanson Nummer 3, einen Punkt.
Dankeschön.
Wiederschauen.
Guten Abend. Jetzt kommt Italien. Rom. Hallo, Rom.
Rome.
Hallo, Rom.
Rom?
Hallo, Rom.
Ja, hier ist Rom.
Guten Abend, Rom.
Guten Abend.
Bitte, möchten Sie mir sagen,
The
wie Sie
Italian
gestimmt
gonna
haben?
speak German.
Die italienische Jury hat folgendermaßen gestimmt. Chanson Nummer 2, Luxemburg, 4 Stimmen.
Nummer 2, Luxemburg hat wie viele Stimmen?
4 Stimmen.
4 Stimmen.
Chanson Nummer
The Italian is
Bitte
speaking
nicht zu
German.
schnell.
Where
Nicht
did
zu
that
schnell,
come
bitte, weil
from?
wir können nicht folgen.
Ja?
Jetzt die nächste.
Nummer 9,
Nummer 9. Ja,
3 Stimmen.
hat 3
Drei
Stimmen.
Chanson Nummer
Stimmen.
9, 3 Punkte.
Chanson Nummer 7.
Chanson Nummer
Deutschland.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of trouble with this scoreboard. They need to do it like this in the modern day as well. Someone just
Yeah, bitte
scrolling
das
through the
ganz so schnell.
numbers.
Deutschland. Eine
Chanson,
Stimme.
Entschuldigung. Chanson Nummer 7 hat wie viele Punkte?
Eine Stimme.
Einen Punkt. Dann weiter.
10 Schweiz.
Die Schweiz,
Eine Stimme.
eine Stimme. Nummer
Chanson
10.
Nummer 10, einen Punkt.
6 Niederlande.
Ja,
Eine Stimme.
Niederlande, eine Stimme.
Chanson Nummer 6, eine Stimme.
Ich danke schön.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Guten Abend. Jetzt kommt
Nobody's saying what a
England.
great show, you look great, thank you.
Hello,
Yeah,
London.
that's so refreshing. No
Hello,
one's gonna
London.
say, and
Hallo London.
you know what, I'm just pausing very quickly here. There is at least no one, like no old Eurovision artists, starting to just sing their own songs or referencing their own songs that they sang 2 years ago in Eurovision. None of that. Very refreshing. Instead, we have an Italian-speaking German. Never thought
Good
I'd see the
evening,
day.
London. Yes.
Oh, we're back in the
Nummer
submarine
4,
again.
2.
Chanson Nummer 4, 2 Punkte.
Yes. Nummer 5. Two votes. 2 Punkte. Nummer 8.
I mean, I do get it. Like, over in the UK, they don't have the best connection, obviously, you know.
Chanson Nummer 8, 2 Punkte.
Ja, 2 Punkte. Nummer 9.
2
Chanson
votes to
nummer
song
nine,
number
2
9.
Punkte. Nummer 2.
Or saying firefighter.
Chanson
Yeah, exactly.
number
What was
two.
that?
Eine
That's
Punkt.
one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Nummer 6, einen Punkt.
Chanson Nummer 6, einen Punkt.
Thank you. Good evening. Jetzt kommt
Singing their own song or singing the
Luxembourg.
12 points go to
Hello,
should be banned
Luxembourg.
for every spokesperson. It's
Hello?
insanely annoying. I agree to 100%.
Hallo?
Yes.
Allô, bonsoir, Luxembourg.
He isn't actually on the phone. He's
Bonsoir.
standing on the cliffs of Dover with a megaphone.
Mais à 4 points.
Pardon?
Oh, that's really nice.
France, mais
La
à
France?
4 points.
4 Punkte. Also 8 hat 4 Punkte.
I like
Chanson
that.
Nummer 8, 4
I
Punkte.
visualize him now standing
Numéro
there.
6, 3 points.
Nummer 6, 3 Punkte.
Chanson Nummer 6, 3 Punkte.
L'Angleterre numéro 3, 1 point.
Nummer 3, 1 Punkt.
Chanson Nummer 3, einen Punkt.
L'Italie numéro 4, 1 point.
Nummer 4, 1 Punkt.
Chanson Nummer 4, einen Punkt.
Et la Suisse, 1 point.
10, combien de points?
C'est ça, 1 point.
1 Point, einen Punkt.
Chanson Nummer 10, einen Punkt.
Ich danke schön.
Voilà.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Luxembourg. Jetzt kommt Belgien.
Alright, final
Brüssel.
country to vote.
Allô, Bruxelles.
Belgium. I think the Netherlands are leading by like
Yeah.
12 points, so it's obviously already
Oui.
done.
Bonsoir, Bruxelles. Oui, numéro 6.
12 points goes to sings Wohin, Kleines,
nummer
Pony.
6.
That would be the
Combien,
only
Rudy?
time that it's okay to do it.
5 points. 5 hat Nummer 6.
Chanson Nummer 6, 5
Netherlands,
Punkte.
of course, they just
Oui.
got like 6 more points, you know, from
Nummer
Belgium. Or 5.
2 Punkte.
Chanson Nummer 8, 2
Who said the
Punkte.
neighbor voting wasn't a thing back in the day, huh?
Nummer 3. Combien?
Notice how I'm
Un
glowing?
point.
Yeah,
Combien? Un point.
my lighting
nummer
in
drei,
this
einen
room
Punkt.
is much worse than normal. That's kind of why.
Nummer vier.
And I'm sweating because I'm kind of sick. So there are 2 reasons for that,
Un point.
Rodmork. But I'm glad you
Nummer
noticed,
vier.
and I'm glad you think I
Einen
look
Punkt.
dashing.
Et puis?
Numéro 7,
Nummer 7.
Allemagne,
Oui.
1 point.
1 Point. Einen Punkt.
Chanson Nummer 7, einen Punkt.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Bonsoir.
So it's done? It would be hard for Germany not to neighbor vote.
Jetzt?
Well, they could give 10 points to the
Also ich kann
UK.
es von hier
You know?
aus noch nicht sehen. Sie sehen es vor mir.
This is one way to introduce who's won as well, you know? Just walking away from the scoreboard, people crossing over.
Holland, Sie sehen es selber. Holland ist der Sieger mit nett als Ton.
I love this. Okay, so the Netherlands won. Yeah. Alright. Now we can clap. There's none of this, you know, the split screen and everyone's like, you've gotten this amount of points! Wow! It's just, okay, so the Netherlands won. Congratulations. Good stuff.
Herr Intendant Beckmann, bitte. Der Gastgeber des Hauses überreicht die Plakette den Siegern.
Never said you were dashing. Well, I'll be damned. I suppose I'll just shrivel back into my dark corner of hiding.
Onze hartelijke Glückwünsche voor uw mooie song.
Dank u wel.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch für Ihren schönen Song. Bitte geben Sie diese Plakette, die das deutsche Fernsehen gestiftet hat, dem Komponisten, dem Sie zu diesem großen Erfolg in so schöner Weise verholfen
Hast du
haben.
die bestimmt
Bitte
schon,
sehr.
danke sehr.
Er wird sich
Ich glaube,
freuen.
der Komponist
Danke
ist
sehr.
sogar anwesend, Herr Intendant.
Oh, das habe ich nicht gewusst. Das ist großartig. Nein.
I have no idea what's going on now. I'm kind of checked out, not gonna lie.
Jetzt darf ich Ihnen selber diese Plakette geben, die Sie wie kein anderer
She won a
verdient
giant
haben.
Bitcoin.
Und ich
Well, winning
beglückwünsche
that back
Sie
in
noch
1957
einmal
would be
von
very,
uns
very
allen
good.
für Ihren großartigen Erfolg.
Danke recht
Herzlichen
herzlich.
Glückwunsch.
Dankeschön. Danke, dass du hier kommst.
Did they just counter a piece of stale pita bread? I wish. That would be a really nice
Wiederholen wir noch
trophy,
einmal
huh?
das siegreiche
I do like
Chanson,
myself some pita.
um den Gewinner noch einmal vorzustellen des Grand Prix Eurovision.
The author got the prize instead of the artist. I mean, as it should be, really. Okay, we're gonna listen to Netherlands again. Get your votes in now if you haven't already. Voting closes in 2 minutes.
Met die eeuwige krant gaat niet van slaap op verveling. Ik ben toch je vrouw en ik eet uit je hand, maar ik eet niet van de bedeling. Kijk me niet aan of je denkt, leef je nog? Ben ik nog altijd die vrouw? Waarmee je destijds, wanneer was dat toch? Per se dat avontuurtje hebben wou. Wees nog eens lief, net als toen. Vraag me nog eens om een zoen. Breng me weer rozen, sta hier te blozen. Als je me ziet, net als toen. Wees nog eens lief en galant. Vind me weer mooi en charmant. Dan wordt de wereld weer net als vroeger. Een sprookjesland. Ja, je wordt dik en je haar wordt al grijs. Maar je kunt heus nog wel flirten. Maar je bent soms nog zo'n kind, zo onwijs. Nurks en baldadig om beurten. Weet je nog, zeg nu niet nee. Weet je nog dat je toen zei: het gelukkigste paar, dat zijn wij met z'n twee. Mijn liefde, liefste lief, gaat nooit voorbij. Wees nog eens lief, net als toen. Vraag me nog eens om een zoen. Breng me weer rozen, sta weer te blozen. Als je me ziet, net als toen. Wees nog eens lief en galant. Vind me is charmant. Dan wordt de wereld weer net als vroeger een sprookjesland. Wees nog eens lief en galant. Vind me weer mooi en charmant. Dan wordt de wereld weer net als vroeger een
Thank you very much, Corry. However, fun's over for you because I do have myself a little message from Mr. Darren Smith. Maybe we'll get to know Corry even more tonight. Who knows, you know, maybe she will perform a third time. But first, we need to find out who's going to win.
Good evening, Groot. We have a result for Grootyvision 1957 Season 2. Tonight, 179 people have voted in total. 6 of those people are new, and those 6 new people came from Canada, the Philippines, Portugal, the UK, and 2 from the US. We've also had 127 -3s and 72 predictions. So, with that said, it's time to go Grooty.
How nice! We have plenty of people voting tonight, which is really, really cool and really neat. And you sorry. You also throw out the countries they're from there. We're very much a global thing, if you haven't noticed already. However, most of the people who vote, who participate in this, I've noticed there's quite a bit of UK showing up in the watch-alongs. However, there are definitely people from all over. I'm now just switching over to this little page here. Thank you for the message as always, Darren. I will try my very, very best to be able to get through the voting and talk. Just like yesterday, though, of course, you know that this was going to happen. Streamlabs can't find my Google Chrome, so I just have to sit here and wait until it does. Seems like maybe something's happened. There we go. Look at that. So, 179 people voting. Mad. We're definitely increasing. Let's just keep going and let's make it more and more every time. I know Darren wants to hit the magic 200 as soon as possible, and so do I, of course. So yeah, if you know more people who want to be a part of watching old Eurovisions, maybe let them know that this is a thing, if you think it's a good thing. Anyway, let's start voting. We got DK240996 who's starting off the voting today. Of course, you only vote for 7 songs, you know that by now. But we can see that DK likes Netherlands quite a bit, but likes Luxembourg the most. So Luxembourg is our first leader of the 1957 watch-along. We got Denske next up. Grand Prix Grootyvision de la Chanson Européenne 1957. Love the logo. Absolutely. Denske gives 12 points to Netherlands, who takes over that lead then. Next up will be Felipe from Portugal. The lower points on here. UK still on 0 points here. What's going on with that, huh? Belgium getting 8 points there. Netherlands with 10. And the 12 going to Denmark, going up to 2nd place there then. Netherlands leading, Denmark 2nd, Luxembourg 3rd at the moment. Matt Adams is the next one to vote. Wohin, Kleines, Pony goes up into the top 3 here now. We got 8 points for Netherlands, 10 points for Italy goes up in the top 3, and the 12 from Matt to Denmark. kind of separating itself from the rest there. You know, Netherlands and Denmark a bit ahead. I think it will, like if I'm just having a hunch here, as Philip gives UK their first points, if I just have a hunch, I feel like this will be a 2-horse race today. But Italy's hanging in there, another 10 there, Netherlands with a 12. Just ignore this here and pretend that 1959 is the UK's debut. Doesn't really work like that, Simon, but sure, whatever makes you sleep at night, you know. And I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce this. Ancelu? I don't know, but Denmark got 10 and Netherlands got 12 from Spain. And Spain, of course, I think their debut is 1961, I want to say. I think 1961 is when Spain will join us. Al here, first time in the jury. Welcome to being a jury voter here, Al from Deutschland. 10 points to Denmark. And the 12 to Wohin, Kleines pony. Goes up in 3rd place there, Mr. Bob Martin. Alice from France, 8th juror, which means we're not even a 10th of the way through. It's going to be a long one. UK getting a plenty of points there. 10 points to Denmark and the 12 to the Netherlands. Ukraine might say the same about 2003. Yeah, that's a rough one. La Silla Amour, a little France reference here that I do like. France getting 8 points there. Netherlands with 10 and Denmark with the 12. Dutch already won, I think. I'm not so sure. It's only 11 points, but it's definitely looking like a 2-horse race, like I said. Anyway, at the moment, Mark from the Netherlands here gives France 8 points, Denmark 10, and the Netherlands 12. That's 10 jurors down, 79 to go. Here's Corde, della, chitarra, dart, vandale. It's a very, yeah, why not? Why not? Nice to see you, David. Let's see, 10 points to France, goes up in the top 5, and the 12 goes to Italy, so the reference is showing itself in the votes as well, up to 3rd place. Italy's doing well. I don't remember like the results from our first season, I just remember the top 2, of course, and I think we actually had Belgium in 3rd. Belgium, of course, did much worse in 1956 Watchalong as well from what it did in season 1. Maybe that could happen again. Jason here not agreeing very much with our current standings because his top 2 went to the songs at the bottom 2. UK and Switzerland there getting some points. Simon here gives 10 points to Belgium and 12 to Netherlands. Did I really miss the birthday of Mark? Sorry. Happy birthday, Mark. Hope you have a good one. Or you've had a good one because you're from the Netherlands, of course. So the day's almost over. But I'm very grateful that you spend your birthday here with us. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Where does Grandma's 12 points go to? Grandma likes to see the kisses. We know that. We know that. Takes her back to her heydays, I suppose. Nunzio Gallo, which is an Italy reference, if I'm not mistaken. I would think. His name is It's Gallo anyway. That's his last name. He got no points though, Mr. Gallo. Instead, Netherlands got the 12, Denmark with the 10. Lucario, Groot's number 1 head shake my head. What? I have no idea, but okay. Lucario, where does the 12 go? Wohin, kleines Pony, wo wir reiten. Yes, Austria with the 12 goes up to 4th place there. Honor from Turkey. Switzerland and the UK doing a little bit of a ding-dong down at the bottom. France getting 8 points there. 10 points to Belgium. And a 12 goes to Germany, moving 1 place up the standings there ahead of Luxembourg. Next up is Annie from Germany. Mark's birthday is tomorrow. I didn't think there was anyone today. Okay, happy early birthday then, Mark. 10 points to Netherlands here from Annie. And the 12 to Belgium. Belgium now joins the triple-digit club on 101 points. Still quite far behind the Netherlands and Denmark, though. Mihailo, the next one to vote. The lower points change nothing on the scoreboard. 8 points to France. Doesn't change anything either. 10 to Netherlands. Doesn't change anything. And 12 to Denmark doesn't change anything, but it brings the gap just slightly closer. It's my mom's birthday. It's my mom's birthday today. Well, is your mom's here with us? Is she spending her birthday watching Eurovision 1957? That would be cool. John of America. Lala counter 1. 5 from BG and from... I don't get it, but sure. Netherlands got 12. That much I did get. Joey from Austria. Next one to vote. If France and Italy have now switched sides, so France is in the top 5. Remember, the top 5 shows up on the medal table, so you want a top 5 finish here. It's, there's a little bit of importance in getting a top 5 here. Denmark's definitely caught the Netherlands as well, only 5 points separating them. Dorit from Israel gives 8 points to Belgium, 10 points to Denmark, who take over the lead momentarily anyway. Netherlands takes it right back. No, Groot, you're supposed to say, and the 12 points goes to Sings Skibetska Sailing. Yeah, like a modern announcer. Yeah, these songs are obviously very easy to like. If you gave, Legal Morris here gives 10 points to Italy and 12 to Denmark. So Denmark's now in the lead, actually, 1 point ahead of Netherlands. But if someone gave 12 points to Switzerland here from this year, would that announcer be able to sing the song they give 12 points to? Because I don't remember how it goes. I'm sorry, Switzerland, but it's not a song that's stuck in here for me anyway. Castilla-La Mancha jury gives 12 points to Netherlands, so we have the switch at the top again. So Netherlands back in the lead. Jörn, though, only gives 1 point to the Netherlands, so Denmark could take it back. Belgium gets 8. Italy with 10. And nothing for Denmark either. Germany with the 12 to go up in 6th place there. France has dropped down to 7th. And just sing refrain instead. I can't sing refrain either. I don't like. That's not a catchy song either, you know. You need to have something easy like Dancing Lasha Tumbai. Whiskal gives 12 points to Straatdeuntje. I was about to start whistling here, but then I realized I don't know how to whistle, so yeah, it would be kind of pointless, wouldn't it? Bobbejaan, Schoepen, -3 to the UK, hence the flag. Good stuff, I suppose. 12 points to Belgium. That's an unexpected one from you, fam. I didn't realize you were a Bobbe guy or a Bobbe fan. I don't know what to call you, but yeah, interesting. Très intéressant. Anne here gives 8 points to Belgium, 10 points to Austria, and the 12 to Denmark. 2 points in it again. Top 5 is important for the meta competition. Exactly. Lord Nibor, first time in the jury. Welcome, Lord Nibor. Or should I say, välkommen på denna fina nationaldag till dig. You know. We got a 12-pointer to Belgium again. Belgium's just racking up the 12s here. Denmark has overtaken for the lead again by 1 point. It's tight at the top as Jeffrey comes along to give Denmark 6. Switzerland gets 8. 10 to Luxembourg. And the 12 to Netherlands, so it goes switching back. I think either my chat has frozen or everyone's just gone completely silent because no one has posted anything in it for an eternity, it feels. There's nothing for me to read from there, so I'll just focus entirely on Jon Jakobsen. Be nationalistic, will you? Yeah, there we go. Denmark with the 12. Kom så Danmark! Ja, vi røde, vi hvide. Ja. Tuborg og sånt. Yeah. Netherlands gets 8 points from Annie N. Belgium gets 10. And Denmark gets 12. Denmark now with a 10-point lead. I'm sitting so uncomfortably in this chair. I need to buy a new one. And it's like making, I don't know. It's very old. So it's making a lot of noise. 8 points to Belgium here from Messy Goat. 10 points from Denmark. And 12 points to Austria. The gaps are definitely starting to appear. Like Belgium's very much on its own. Austria is on its own. Then Germany, France, and Italy. They're very much together. Toen Jonetalsson. That's, you know, that's very good. It's a good Netherlands reference. Netherlands gets 10 points, and Denmark with another 12. To war, och sånt. Yeah, that's my quote. 2025. I'll buy you a new chair. Sure. I should just switch it. Like, there are other chairs around, definitely. Denmark with another 12 here from Mary. Mary's heart gives kind of a twinge. I don't get the reference, or if it's supposed to be a reference. I don't get it, I'm sorry. Ponistrava. I get this one, though. Will Austria get some points? 8. Yeah, yes. Belgium with 10. And the 12 to Denmark. They're pulling away now. Birthe and Gustav. Yeah. Polina from Israel. It's the next one to vote. We got some points for the lower few songs there. Germany goes top half. Belgium gets 8. Netherlands gets 10. And Denmark gets 12. It's, yeah, it's running away now. Miguel is the next one on the list. The UK is still languishing down there in last place. We'll see if they can fix that. We've got 10 points for Germany. Germany's in the top 5, I just realized. Netherlands with a 12, starting to catch back up. 18 points now between Denmark and Netherlands. Reynoldsburg calling Katiko has voted. I understood nothing of that name, but yes. First time voting in a Eurovision Watchalong. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you here. And 12 points go to Denmark. 22 points now between the top two. More interested in the bottom as a British man. Of course you are. Of course you are. CJ Yorkshire might agree with you on that, because both Switzerland and the UK getting some points here, spicing things up for 9th place. Italy gets a 12, Denmark gets nothing. The excitement is starting to appear again. Wohin, Kleines, Vision. Good name. Good name. 10 points to Austria. Another 12 for Denmark. Nothing for Italy there. So Germany's back in the top half. Reynoldsburg is my city. I have no idea where Reynoldsburg is. I've never heard of it. You'll need to what's it called? Enlighten me. Yes. Disco Das skal saila i natt. Will you really, Darren? Where are you off to? I see the 12 points rolling into Denmark there, but where are you off to? Wohin, Kleines Disco Das. Peder Aas from Norway gives 10 points to Belgium. And the big 12 goes to Italy, back in the top half. Miguel, not Miguel. Okay. There are 89 jury names I'm reading out here. You can't sit here and just make like, no, it's actually pronounced like that. Stop it. I'm trying here. I'm trying. Give Germany 1957 its props. I pronounced that correctly. I know I did. Belgium got 12 points as well. I can pronounce the name of Belgium too, you know. Maybe I shouldn't pronounce this because I don't know how to pronounce it. But we have a Portuguese voter who's voted many, many times. And this Portuguese voter will give 12 points to Netherlands. Yes. Next name up. I can't pronounce this. I think. I'm gonna try. Bobbejaan. Bobbejaan. From America. We got 10 points for Italy. And 12 points to Netherlands. 18 points. Adrian W. from Poland gets 8 points to Austria. 10 points to Netherlands. And a 12 going to Denmark. Yeah, it's starting to, kind of simmer down here a little bit. I mean, there really isn't much movement going on now. We definitely have a battle for like 6th going on there. Germany, France, they're kind of close to each other. And, of course, the lead is still on. Like, Netherlands could catch, but Spoody makes the challenge for Netherlands even tougher by giving 12 points to Denmark. Props is one of those words that came in with the early internet. I still find it a bit weird. I wouldn't know. Internet already existed when I was born, I think. I don't know when the internet was created, but it definitely was. Denmark got nothing from Teacup, I just saw. Italy got a 12. The comeback is on, you know. Margot. Krishner. Is that a Germany reference? I'm sure it is. Yeah, Germany with 10 points there goes up to 6th place. And 12 points to Belgium. My brain rot mind keeps reading Denmark's song title as Skibidi. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Sure. It's actually Skibiskeseilingnud or something like that, you know? Something very unintelligible. 12 points go to Italy here. Yep. Everyone in the top 6 got points, and Luxembourg got the 1. Do all Swedes pronounce America with a rock star voice? Just this guy, probably. Yeah. Pie Man gives 10 points to France and 12 points to the UK. Interesting. The UK is starting to catch up, Miss Lys. Star Ruby, welcome for voting in a Eurovision watch-along. Nice to have you. Let's see, we got 10 points for Luxembourg and we got 12 points to Italy. Groot, do you know about Skibidi Toilet? No. It sounds very intelligent. Okay. Kevin gives 8 points to Austria, 10 points to Denmark, and 12 points to Netherlands. Only 15 points now. It's starting to close up. Eres Stu. That's a 1973 reference, Stuart. I don't know what you're on to, but welcome. Where does the 12 go? To Italy. Someone likes the long songs. I haven't seen you in the chat tonight, Stu, but it seems like you're here. Nice to see you. Robin here is juror number 56. And we get some points for Netherlands, who are now back in the lead for the first time in a very long time, and they lost it immediately again. And France gets a 12 to tie with Germany. Not 1973, mate. It is 2 is from 1973. I'm sure it is. Like, it's definitely from 1973, Elias. Anyway, Lycan here, 12 points to Germany. Nationalism reigns supreme, apparently. Yeah, it seems like it. 12 points to Germany. Put it in 6th place there. Ferlolo is on the Telefon. Good stuff. Only 2 points to Germany, though. 10 points to Denmark, and the 12 to Belgium. Next up is D. Dot, who gives 8 points to Belgium, 10 points to Netherlands, and 12 points to Denmark. Now it's up to 19 points again. I meant to say it's not 1973 yet to the person making the LS2 reference. Yes, exactly. Shake my head, Stuart. I mean, it's a good reference. You should have just saved it for 1973. But I will still let it slide, you know. I will. Megan's hair here gives 12 more points for Belgium, and the interesting thing is that Denmark got nothing, which means that Netherlands is closing just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit more. Wagicarp gives 8 points to Italy, 10 points to Netherlands, and 12 to Denmark. When we watch 1973, will we be watching the version with the added strings? I have no idea. I haven't looked into that. We're watching whatever version that Darren will suggest to me, I think. Cat's Cup of Tea gives 12 points to Italy. Yes. Italy is actually starting to catch Austria a little bit. I just realized. No Name from Estonia, jury number 63. We still have plenty of jurors to go. 8 points to Germany, 10 points to Italy, and 12 going to Luxembourg there. Do we, by the way, think that everyone can get into the triple digits in the jury vote? There are still 26 jurors, of course, to vote. Switzerland, I think, is definitely getting there, unless they just completely flatline from here. TMG here, 10 points to the Netherlands, and 12 points to Denmark. We should. It's an excellent recreation of the strings that weren't audible in the 73 broadcast. Okay. Someone make sure that I get that version then. But I mean, 73 is still a bit in the future, so remember it for me, because I will forget it. Easy George, 10 points to Italy, and the 12 to Denmark, so 17 points in it for the lead. But look at the battle for fourth, only 9 points, and then Germany is not that far behind. And remember, a top 5 finish is very important here. Or well, very important, but it's kind of like a feather in the hat. That's what you call it, right? Paracelsa here gives 10 points to Luxembourg and 12 points to Belgium. Belgium is definitely getting third place. Like, I don't think there's any doubt about it. It has like 100 points ahead of Austria and more than 100 behind Netherlands. So, you know. Jacob here, 8 points to Italy, 10 points to Belgium, and 12 from Jacob goes to Denmark. Good morning, Ellen. Good stuff. You confirmed your votes. Yep. Good. Yeah, I see that you're about to... you're voting very soon, in case you wanted to know. Avantime, first time in the jury. Welcome, Avantime from Finland. What year does Finland debut now again? 12 points to Denmark anyway. We Scandinavians need to stick together. I think Finland debuts in 1960... I want to say 61? Am I correct? 61? I might be wrong. Alex here gives some points for France, some more for Belgium, and the 12 to the Netherlands. We're 61 too early for Finland. I mean, they're definitely in 64 because they have the King Lasse with what's that song called again? Like Finland 1964 is just cult status. Seriously. Can't wait to go get to that. 12 more points to Denmark here from Ellen, who is now with us. Ricardo LG from Portugal gives 8 points to Germany, 10 points to France, and 12 points to Denmark. I think the Finnish 64 song, I think it's called like Laiskotellen or Laiskotallen or something like that. And it's just a proper banger. He's such a king. Like, have you seen the artwork for that song? You need to look it up if you haven't. Yeah, Laiskotellen. Yeah, that's what it's called, yeah. Gaily McForce is a survivor. You are indeed. And 12 points go to Italy, which means gap is closing in. Thank you for voting once again, Gail. Nice to see you around. We follow that up with the Lord Debut Morgue of wait. You just gave 10 points to the UK. Rodborg. What's going on here? 12 points to Belgium. That seems like a Rodborg vote, but the 10 to UK. Okay. I mean, you vote for what you want to vote, but that UK is now ahead of Switzerland. Craig gave 8 points to the UK, 10 points to Denmark, and 12 points to the Netherlands. The UK is pulling off a massive comeback here. Rodborg and Craig just kind of, joined forces and put them up the scoreboard here. I think everyone's getting to the hundreds. UK and Switzerland. They're both very close. Philippa here gives 10 points to Austria and 12 more points for Denmark. Yeah, Denmark's probably got the jury win. Not a whisper when all the Germans gave Germany 12. Well, Lycan was very obvious about it because he called himself a nationalist. But I mean, Germany has a few more points than the UK does, to be fair. Switzerland is now only 1 point away from 100 because Zanoni really likes that song. Like Denmark a bit more though. Rodmorg equals Portuguese. Yeah, maybe, huh? Sanomi Sespava is the 77th juror. And we got more points for Denmark. 12 jurors to go. Can Switzerland and the UK get over the line? That's like that's the part I'm most interested in right now. Crimson, 8 points to Denmark, 10 points to the Netherlands, and 12 goes to Italy. Just fear a season 1 flashback. Yeah, I mean the televote would be that then. Austria and Italy only separated by 3 points now, and look at the gap from Italy down to Germany, by the way. So it's starting to look like we have a set top 5. Italy now ahead of Austria as well, because well, not anymore. Jordan gave 10 points to Austria to put it back ahead, and Denmark with another 12. I'm happy to be with you, UK, Rodmore. Yeah, you too, against the world. There was another one who gave 12 points to the UK early on as well. I forgot who it was. It happened very early. Yashin, CCCC, from Greece, gives 12 points to the Netherlands. 47 points in it now. I mean, it could still change, of course, but we only have 9 more jurors. Matthaus. Or is it supposed to be like the footballer, like Matthäus Lothar? But there's no there's only an A. I don't know. From Poland anyway. 12 points to Austria. So Austria extending the gap over Italy there again. Declan the Dinosaur Egg is our 82nd juror. Only 1 point to Denmark and only 4 points to Netherlands. Austria getting quite a few there. Switzerland getting 10. And Belgium with a 12. So the UK only needs 2 points. 2 points to get 100. Will anyone give them that? Maya, will you be the one? 8 points to Denmark. 10 points to Belgium. 12 points to France. France very close to Germany now as well. But the UK still in last. Il moro che je suis. Very French. I can't speak French to save my life, you know. So sorry. 10 points to Denmark and 12 points to Netherlands. Good stuff. 5 jurors to go. First one is Moon. First time in the jury. Welcome to the jury, Moon. Nice to see you. We got 8 points for Luxembourg, 10 points to Denmark, and 12 go into France. France are like 50 points or so behind Italy. That could, of course, like be overturned in the televote, you know. We still have the same amount of points to give out in the televote as we do in the jury vote, so, you know. Henny here gives 8 points to Italy, 10 points to the Netherlands, and 12 points to Denmark. Yes, yes, yes. Zuna, jury 87. Still nothing for the UK. Will they really end below 100 points? 8 points to Netherlands, 10 points to Belgium, and the 12 goes to Denmark. Okay, it's up to me and Joshua here. Joshua is the penultimate jury voter. Any points for the UK, Joshua? Doesn't seem like it, unless he's a big fan. Germany getting 8 points. 10 points to the Netherlands. And the 12 going to Denmark. We should have all voted for UK. Well, I can satisfy you somewhat, but I only gave the UK 1 point. So it's really going to finish its jury vote on 99. It's kind of aesthetic, but at the same time, you know, it's so close. Anyway, those are, of course, the final standings of our jury vote. Now, the exciting part... No, not the exciting part begins. The excitement continues with a televote reveal. Who will win? Currently, Denmark has a 76-point lead, which is a lot, but there are so many points to give out. So, yeah, like the ice cream. What? I understand nothing. But sure, 99 problems. Yeah, sure. I think we have a very set bottom two. Let's see in what order they will finish. Let's start the televote. Let's start with the UK. They will get all the points. 106, so they're up above 200. I do think Switzerland will get more than 85 though, right? Maybe. Switzerland gets 174, so yeah. The UK just finished last. Sorry, UK. Maybe it's something you need to get used to. Not well, probably like 1959. They're not finishing last anyway. So yeah, you know. Luxembourg next, 331. That's a big score. They have they're quite far ahead of Switzerland and the UK, who just got their televote points. Germany next. Germany gets 311, so they pretty much doubled their score there. Goes up on 623. Next will be France. Do we think France can match that score from Germany? 320, yep, they do finish ahead, 645. And now, of course, comes along the part of getting top 5. Will France get a top 5, or will Italy get enough points here to get into the top 5? Yeah, Italy gets 383, so they are confirmed in the top 5. 756, not enough to overtake Denmark, though, of course. Austria, next one to receive points, 399. We're up in the 800s now. I'm guessing Belgium will get something on 500. Just a hunch. Belgium gets... only 429. Of course, still enough to finish in third place here. They're definitely finishing third. The deciding part here now is, of course, how many points will the Netherlands get and how many points will Denmark get. We start off with the Netherlands. And the Netherlands get 680. That's just doubling their points. I think Denmark's got this. I think Denmark has this in the bag. We're not in for a repeat, or are we? How many points do Denmark need? 605. Surely they have gotten more than that. I'm thinking in the 700s. 737, not even close. We do have a new winner compared to season 1. Of course, the 1956 Watchalong did not give us a new winner from the season 1 results. The 1957 did. And nothing changed with the televote. Yeah, I think you're actually correct with that. Every song is still in the correct, or not correct, but in the position they were in the jury vote as well. And these are the final standings for... oh wait, I should just announce it like they did in real life. Denmark, you won. That's the excitement we have here. Denmark, on Sweden's National Day, they just ended up winning Eurovision. Tuborg! Yeah! Anyway, we see the kissing again. 2 seconds of kissing happened in tonight's show. 24, yeah. We will indeed finish the show with some kissing, I suppose. But let's first move on to the prediction results. I'll just break through the standings first. Denmark won this one. And the top 5 was rounded out by the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, and Italy. France missing out, more than 100 points out from Italy anyway, so it wasn't that close. Just ahead of Germany in 7th, Luxembourg kind of on its own in 8th, and then Switzerland and the UK far, far, far behind in the bottom 2. 51 people predicted that Denmark would win. Guess who was one of them? Aha! Yes. Not really taking too much credit in that. I'm surprised that 6 of these people did not predict Netherlands in second. I thought that was like the most obvious top 2 ever, if I'm completely honest. But, yay. 30 people predicted Belgium in third as well. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He knows his stuff, you know. Along with 29 other people who knows their stuff equally as well. 20 people managed to get Austria in fourth as well, and there he is again. I'm telling you. However, he's not gonna stick around for much longer. 5 people predicted the top 5. No, 3 people. Sorry, 3 people. AB45, Jamie, and Sanomi Spava. Only one of them also got top 6, and that person got the entire top 8. So let's just... Sanomi Spava. If you would have swapped the UK and Switzerland, you would have got the perfect prediction score. This, obviously you have won the predictions this year. Like, seriously, like, you got 8 out of 10 correct. So basically you're going to have 2 minus points in the entire prediction game, which is incredible. Congratulations. Let's still take a look at the total scores. All of you did very, very well. However, you didn't win. You didn't even get top 3. Neapolitan Uniroles and the Elect Islander. You will both get on the medal table, though. Congratulations to that, because you're in the top 5. But Jamie, you got a 3rd place. Very well done. Germany and France, just the other way around. And the UK and Switzerland, just the other way around. And then you would have had a perfect prediction. Stella Mare, same thing goes for you. Just Italy and Austria, the wrong way around. And the UK, Switzerland. But of course, Sanami Spava, 498 prediction points. Mad. Congratulations. Look at the scores. What? Yeah, very good scores, everyone here. Like, you can... Oh, I can't actually click. You can only click on the top 3. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I mean, obviously, getting 494 points, that means that you have... what would that be? 6 songs on the incorrect place. Or... I mean, you could get like a -4. Yeah, it's math stuff, you know. But anyway, it's very good scores all around. But there are only 10 songs, of course, in this year. Same thing will happen in 58. And okay, I will not be like throwing out any names or anything like that. But you know, in 1958, if every single person who predicts doesn't have the same winner predicted, you're not taking it seriously. You're simply not, because I think everyone knows. Like, there's really no excitement about 1958 who will win that one. But you do you. If you think that, you know, Netherlands will win 1958, go for it. You will be wrong. I have a hunch. Anyway, let's just move on. The predictions medal table. Sanna Misispava is leading it at the moment with a 1st and a 4th place. Well done. Jacob still in 2nd with the 1st place from the last one. You can, of course, also add up the scores. Ooh, Darren, I'm actually going to send you a wish, or like not a suggestion, but like something that I want to be able to do. If it's possible to also sort them, I want to be able to sort them by the total score as well, if that's possible. Because of course Dr. Seger is more consistent than Jakob is. And Stella Mare is not very consistent at all, but you still got a 2nd place here, so you're still very high up here, of course. But yeah, and of course all of the people here in green are the ones from today who did Food, of course. Food didn't even get top 5 2 days ago, so he's not winning in 58. Come on, let's be real. We can manage that, I think. That would be wonderful. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the full results. Here you go. Netherlands actually got points from the most amount of people, but Denmark had 65 12s, which is a lot. Out of 179 voters, 65 of them gave 12 points to Denmark. 40 people gave 12 points to Netherlands, and then 18 to Italy, actually 3rd highest. Everyone got 12s as well, which is lovely. Actually, one thing that's kind of interesting, I mean, obviously, the jury score and the total score is the same standings, but the televote score actually had Luxembourg 2 places higher than they were in total in the jury score, but they had a really low jury score, so that put them down in 8th in total. Let's take a look at the 12-point summary. All of the people who 12 Denmark, you can't fit on the same screen. There you go. A lot of people. 40 of you, 12 points to Netherlands. You're also a lot of people, can't fit on the same screen either. 18 people to Italy, you can fit on the same screen. There you are. 16 to Belgium. 10 for Austria there. And 9 for France. Groot didn't believe my votes in the first 57. Really? Now I'm intrigued. Luxembourg and Germany got 8 each, and then Switzerland with 3, all of them being in the televote, and the UK got 2, both of them in the jury vote. Groot, look at the specific long name of the televoting 12s for Denmark. Dr. All the Joy of Watching, Voting and Predicting? Is that the name you're thinking about? I mean, I have a lot of joy doing this as well. John... Oh, wait, I'm on the Netherlands. Wohin kleiner Jere gehen deine 12 Punkte? To where, little Jere, goes your 12 points? Well, I can answer that question. They went to Denmark. Nice one. Dormunamul will win. only in real life. Anyway, that's those are the 12-point summaries. Let's also take a look, of course, at the medal table here. Denmark is now leading our medal table because they have 1 out of 1 songs winning. Luxembourg missed out on a top 5 this year, of course, so regardless of their win in 56, they still only have 1 song in their on the medal table. Let's see. Italy is now 3rd on the medal table because they have a 2nd and a 5th. Netherlands is 4th with a 2nd place that they got today. Germany, of course, have a 3rd and a 4th, but those are both from 1956. Belgium got their first song today on the medal table with the Straatdeuntje. I definitely think Food should be here on the medal table, but he's not. Maybe he can get there next Watchalong. Because he 1960 and 1962, he's not getting in top 5 with either of those. Maybe 1958, maybe. In my world, he should, but he might not. You know, there are only 10 songs in 58. Surely he's top half. Anyway, Austria now joins the medal table with a 4th place there, and France still has their 5th from 1956. The UK and Switzerland has 0, and I mean Switzerland has 3 songs, and all 3 of them have missed out on the top 5. So yeah, and Lys Assia has sung all 3 of them, of course, and she will sing their next song. I think though maybe they will get on the table in the next Watchalong, but we'll find out when we get there. Maybe season 10. Yeah, I'm not very sure if we get a season 10. That sounds very extreme. These again are the final standings of what happened tonight. What I will finish with now is to look up where I can find the Danish song again in the show. I think I got it somewhere around there. And I will of course leave you now because this has been the end of the Watchalong. Denmark is our latest Watchalong winner. And I think we all know what country is going to be the next one to win, but we're not there yet. A surprise may happen. But for now, I will thank you very much for joining me in tonight's Watchalong. I will see you again on Sunday, hopefully, unless my sickness gets a lot worse, and then I'll have to cancel. I'll let you know in advance if that happens. I, of course, want to stream on Sunday, but my nose is clogging up, my throat is definitely not feeling too well either, so hopefully you would understand if I need to cancel. Hopefully I'm not going to cancel, but just so you know. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. See you on Sunday, hopefully. Please be there. It's on YouTube again, of course, and see you on Discord in the meantime, I suppose. Have a good one, and good night.
Står mit hjerte, giver ligesom et stik, imens jeg kysser dig nu. Jeg elsker dig du, men skibet skal sejle i nat.
Men skibet skal sejle i nat. Vi mødtes i sjov, vi sværmede lidt. Men det der var let sind blev alvor med et, og du blev alting for mig. Nu det kun dig, men skibet skal sejle i nat.
Ja, skibet skal sejle i nat. Vi lægger en plan, vi drømmer en drøm. Vi kæmper os fremad, trods modvind og strøm. Men det vi ønsker så helt, så ser vi med et, at skibet skal sejle i nat. Ja, skibet skal sejle i nat.
Aften i nymånens tegn, to står i mørket på kajen.
Piger og mand, en fra sø,
en fra land.
Alting er sagt, nu står de der kun.
I tavshed.
Til sidst siger hun.
Farvel da min ven, pas godt på dig selv. Jeg synes du har været så fin og reel.
Og jeg vil være dig tro. Mit liv bliver os to, men skibet skal sejle i nat.
Men skibet skal sejle i nat. En skuld, jeg er din, med sjæl og med krop.
Og nu kan jeg larme og sætte mig op mod det jeg ved der skal ske. Og græde og bede, men skibet skal sejle i nat.
Men skibet skal sejle i nat. På en gang går verden i stå.
Man hører signalklokken slå.
Ens håb ligger knust.
Hvert eneste et. Vi mennesker bestemmer så let. Den lykke vi tror er fast og solid. Den er kun på langlov, på ubestemt tid. For alt vi ejer skal bort. Vi tror det er vort, men skibet skal sejle i nat. Ja, skibet skal sejle i